Live from the Star in Frisco, this is graduation for Plano Senior High School, home of the Wildcats.
Good evening, Plano Senior High School and Wildcat Nation. I am Kenitra Robertson, principal of Plano Senior High School. Before we begin our 2026 commencement exercises, I have a few announcements. First, I want to remind you that graduation is being webcast live and available on www.pist.edu/watch graduation. Graduates may pick up their diplomas at Plano Senior High School in Building A on June 1st through 4th, 9 to 12, and 1 to 4. After June 4th, diplomas may be picked up in the front office in Building H, located at 2832 Park Haven Drive. Finally, I'd like to ask for the assistance of all our guests in conducting this ceremony in an atmosphere of dignity and respect. Many family members have traveled a long distance to celebrate with our graduates, and we want to make certain you can hear their names as they are announced. Therefore, we ask that you please refrain from disruptive behavior. The use of air horns is prohibited, and those in violation will be escorted from the stadium by the security team. We thank you for your complete cooperation in making this event a success. At this time, please remain seated as our graduates begin our processional. Thank you. You look great, graduates. I would now like to welcome the Plano Senior High School faculty to enter the arena in their processional. Afterward, we ask you stand as Elizabeth Grandinetti, Senior Class President, introduces our color guard for the presentation of colors and recites the Pledge of Allegiance. Faculty, please enter the arena.
At this time, I ask the Plano JROTC Color Guard to begin the posting of the colors, and we will have the Plano Senior High School Choir member, Kaylin Douglas, sing the national anthem. After the singing of the national anthem, please remain standing while I recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare
now recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated as we welcome back our principal, Mrs. Robertson.
At this time, we would like to share a video welcome by Elizabeth Grandinetti, Senior Class President. Please turn your attention to the screens as Elizabeth provides our graduation welcome.
Welcome, fellow students, staff, board members, and families. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this monumental achievement in our students' journeys. Hello, I am Liz Grandinetti, and I am your 2025-2026 Senior Class President. The past 2 years, I have had the honor of serving our class through the ups and downs of our time at Plano Senior. I would like to take this time to thank my mentors and congratulate my peers. Use this moment to celebrate and reflect on your immense accomplishment. Plano Senior has given me the opportunity to grow into the person I am today. The level of confidence and independence I have gained within the many buildings of Plano Senior is immeasurable. Thank you to the amazing staff and students who have supported me through every endeavor, not just here, but throughout my 13 years within Plano ISD, no matter how big my ideas were. And thank you to the remarkable students who inspire me to grow and improve every day. All of you have truly changed my life for the better. Plano Senior is such a special place to me because of the remarkable way it has touched the life of every single student, teacher, staff, parent, and supporter who is sitting in this arena right now. Tens of thousands of people have come before us and sat in the exact same seats as we all are today, all celebrating the same monumentous achievement of graduation. The one thing that connects all of us is the unwavering spirit of Plano Senior, the will to educate, inspire, empower, and lead one another, the will to make the first step towards tomorrow, and the will to have each other's back through it all truly is the Wildcat way. And whether you are here celebrating and reflecting on the past 13 years of hard work, or taking the next step towards a fresh start, every single one of you deserves all of the amazing things that are waiting ahead of you. Do not be afraid to use this moment to become the person you want to become. While the upcoming changes and uncertainty might be daunting, the importance of taking ownership of your life, actions, and responsibilities must not be lost. Thank you to Plano Senior for shaping me into the leader I am today and preparing me for the next steps in my journey. I cannot wait to continue my education and service at the University of Texas at Austin through the Lyndon B. Johnson School of Public Affairs. As I start this new chapter of my education, I am honored to pass down the position of Senior Class President to Miki Nakamoto. I cannot think of anyone more qualified or hardworking to take on the role. Congratulations, Miki, and I cannot wait to see you continue to bring your innovative touch to every aspect of the school. And with that, I am your 2025-2026 Senior Class President signing off. And remember, it's a great day to be a Wildcat. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Roar!
Thank you, Elizabeth. Will you please stand to be recognized? Good evening, graduates, and welcome family members, special guests, and visitors to this much-anticipated occasion, the Plano Senior High School commencement for the senior class of 2026. As we begin graduation tonight, we'd like to introduce our special guests seated on the stage who will be presenting diplomas later in our program. We are honored to have members of the Plano ISD Board of Trustees participating in our graduation. Dr. Lauren Tyra, Board President. Nancy Humphrey, Board Vice President. Catherine Chan Goodwin, Board Secretary. Sam Johnson, Board Member. Tara Lance, Board Member. Michael Cook, Board Member. And Elisa Klein, Board Member. Let's give them a round of applause. We are also honored to have our superintendent and cabinet members. Dr. Teresa Williams, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Celinda Freeman, Deputy Superintendent for Leadership and Operations. Johnny Hill, Deputy Superintendent for Business and Employee Services and Technology. Lisa Wilson, Deputy Superintendent for Teaching and Learning. Ivan Cantu, Assistant Superintendent for Strategy and Innovation. Dr. Courtney Gober, Assistant Superintendent for Student Success. Dr. Patrick Tanner, Assistant Superintendent for Technology Services. Dr. Joanna Kendall, Chief of Employee Services. Leslie Range Stanton, Chief Communications Officer. Dr. Jennifer Pearson, Executive Director, School Leadership and Innovation, Secondary. And Laura Zimmer, Director of Counseling. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to introduce other special guests we have seated on the stage with us. Namisha Bhakta, Principal of Vines High School. Greg Pierce, Principal of Clark High School. Also joining us on the stage are Dr. Corin Prince, Associate Principal of Curriculum and Instruction. Darian McKinney, Associate Principal of Student Activities. And Giovanna James, Lead Counselor. On behalf of the senior class and the faculty at Plano Senior High School, we want to thank all of these individuals for their tremendous support. As we continue our ceremony, please direct your attention to the stadium monitors for our student addresses. We will hear from a graduate who has demonstrated a commitment to his education through academic achievement and excellence. Our salutatorian, Edward Moe.
Good evening, Plano Senior Class of 2026 and guests. My name is Edward Moe, and I'm honored to be speaking to you all as your class's salutatorian. I never really understood why they would let me give a speech. I always felt it was redundant when a better version of myself was also giving a speech. Personally, I would also very much like to hear from the graduate with the lowest GPA. Nevertheless, here I am, hoping I can give another perspective. Firstly, I would like to broadly give thanks to the Plano ISD community. I've been enrolled here since I was 5 years old, and I'm incredibly grateful for an environment that supported my ambitions and challenged me to grow. Secondly, I would like to thank Orchestra and all my previous directors, Ms. Guffey, Ms. Ashbacher, Mr. Eaton, Ms. Conrad, and Ms. Martinez. Being a part of this community for 7 years gave me a constant to rely on all throughout middle and high school, and I'm grateful for all the fun experiences it's given me and all the amazing people I've met through it. I would also like to thank Mr. Yi and the Computer Club for sparking my interest in coding and supporting me as I learned. Furthermore, I would like to thank all the side quests I did for fun and moved on from. Thank you to Eco Club, Cross Country, Cash Club, Speech and Debate, Math Counts, She's the First, and Origami Club. Whether I was training, volunteering, or hanging out, thank you for the memories and for letting me try something new. This year, I feel nobody really talks about the elephant in the room, the fact we are under a massive construction project. We aren't just Plano Senior's 50th graduating class. We're the last ones to experience the school in all its former glory. We're the last ones to sit in the retractable bleachers of our gym watching volleyball or basketball games. the last ones to perform in the original Doyodin Auditorium, and the last ones to enjoy a truly open campus. And so, I urge all of us to look past the trials and tribulations of our campus's renovations and realize it is only by building smashing can our campus ascend. And it's true for us as well. As emerging adults, it's tempting to present ourselves as finished products, to walk across the stage and pretend we have the blueprints of our lives already drawn up. And yet, there's a necessary discomfort in sitting with the person you actually are instead of a person you want others to think you are. You can lie to others, but you can't lie to yourself. It's easy to remain unchanged and ignore our character flaws or our familiar bad habits. But just like our campus, we outgrow our old systems. We can't rely on temporary fixes to carry us into forever. Growth isn't a clean process. It's messy and requires tearing down those older, inferior versions of ourselves to make room for something better. You have to be okay being a construction site before you can actually become the person you want to be. Although we won't be here to experience our renovated campus, the physical changes don't rewrite our history. Buildings can be torn down and rebuilt, but memories and friendships we made here are permanent. I'm incredibly proud to be part of the Plano Senior legacy, and I can't wait to see us go from legacy to legendary. Go Wildcats!
Thank you, Edward. Will you please stand to be recognized? Our next student speaker is our valedictorian, a graduate who has earned the highest grade point average in the class of 2026. This accomplishment sets a shining example of dedication, resilience, academic excellence, and a heart for learning. We will now hear from valedictorian Lindsay Zhao.
Good evening, everyone. It's with a lot of gratitude and pride that I stand up here today, having been educated within Plano ISD my whole life. From Beverly to Schimmelpfennig, Clark to Plano Senior, I know I wouldn't be the person I am today without all of the people I have met throughout the years. First, an endless thank you to every teacher and club sponsor I've ever had. You have inspired me to love new subjects, from biology to computer science, and offered unconditional support for everything I do, both in and outside the classroom. To the friends I've grown up with, know that you mean everything to me. As a wise friend recently said, you have exponentially improved my standard of living. I've probably called all of you chuds at least once, but don't worry, it means you're charismatic, honest, unbeatable, determined, and supportive. I also want to thank Debate and Civic Leaders of America for giving me the courage to advocate for myself and for others. Being a part of these communities has made Plano Senior truly my second home. And finally, thank you to my family for instilling in me values I will uphold for the rest of my life, and for being the best role models a girl could ask for. About a month ago, I was talking with my parents about a topic I think we're all familiar with: artificial intelligence. As we reflect on our senior year, I think this conversation is slowly going to reshape how we see the future. Last year, AI substitution eliminated over 25,000 jobs per month. Whether we're off to college, trade school, the military, or straight into the workforce, our futures look very different from Plano graduates just a few years ago. That gives us the opportunity to redefine what it means to find our place in the world. AI is becoming ever present in our lives, in school, code debugging, through adaptations of Love Island, and the list goes on. How do we navigate a society where artificial intelligence can be used to automate deeply personal tasks, spread false information, and censor speech? As my speech and debate coach is always telling us, it's all about humanity. We should and must celebrate the imperfect intentionality that sets us apart from anything else in the universe. Now more than ever, it's important to know what you value. Whether you prioritize tradition or change, knowledge or wealth, freedom or structure, the unique combination of what you think is important shapes who you are, shapes what you do, who you're friends with, and in the age of AI, it separates you from a bot that only does what it's told. And sometimes they can't even get that right. More importantly, embrace the humanity in yourself and the people around you. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we will meet so many new kinds of people from all different religious, ethnic, and occupational backgrounds. Make an effort to reach out to your community and hear their stories. You might just learn something new. But finally, I would be remiss as an oil painter if I didn't ask you all to nurture your creativity. Go make some bad jokes, vlog your summer, write a eulogy to the much anticipated demolition of B Building. The humanity present in these actions will make it better than anything AI could ever generate. The world is changing around us, but I'm confident we'll be able to keep up. I'm so proud to be a part of the class of 2026, the original Plano campus's last graduating class, and I can't wait to see where life takes all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Will you please stand to be recognized? Our final student speaker is Student Congress President Marshall Loomis.
What is up, class of 2026? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Marshall Loomis, the Student Congress President here at Plano Senior. A few months ago, I found out that I was given the honor to speak at graduation. So you'd expect I would have something meticulous and wonderful planned out, something that would make everyone feel inspired and whole. But that's far from the truth. I've been procrastinating. Because I know, the second I finish writing this, it will close a chapter of my life. But as I write this, I know it'll be okay. It's difficult to think of the right words to say to sum up every feeling of my fleeting teenage experience, especially one that needs to resonate with so many people. As much as I wanted to wing this, and believe me, it's genuinely hard not to. In this case, you can't rush perfection, so stay with me. My dad is a writer and has been for most of his life. Maybe that is why I have valued the weight of words so much. So every day, since the beginning of freshman year, I've written a journal entry. 1,366 writings. 1,366 different experiences that have built who I am today. A few nights ago, I sat down and I read through it all. The 5 a.m. practices and the moments I thought I had it all figured out. And the moments I thought I lost it all. The late nights and the hard seasons. And of course, the freshman year entries. And oh boy, those were some hard reads. Man, I was a cringy 14-year-old. But I do see the importance they played and how far I've come since then. 4 years of my life staring back at me. And today, this speech, number 1,367, my last one from this chapter. I wanted it to mean something. So I walked out of here with 3 takeaways. And this last entry I share with you today. The first being the power of change. Here's the thing about change. Everyone you know and everything you once knew will change. It's inevitable and uncomfortable. But it's hands down the most important thing that'll ever happen to you. Plano is our home, is our safe haven, and it's everything we've ever known. And there's something sacred about that. But a world that only feels safe is a world that stops asking anything of you. And every one of us here is built for something more than just comfortable. So when you walk out of here today and the world asks more of you, answer it. Step into it. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. And I know that's a paradox of where we are today. But in order to be great, and do something worth living for, you're going to have to become someone you've never been. And that starts the second you decide to stop waiting. If you want something in life, go get it. Find a way to do what you love. Find a way to achieve your dreams. Find a way to become a person you're proud of when nobody's watching. Because that's the only version of you that really matters. And it's crazy. Sometimes the thing that we're most afraid of doing is the very thing that'll set us free. So my ask to this class is simple. Change. Please change. Grow past the version of yourself that got comfortable. Grow past the fear and make something that will make you smile like I did when I saw my growth across my journal entries. My second takeaway is the art of being present. Nostalgia is a blessing. It means the memories we've made are worth something. And how lucky are we to have that? After reading through my entries, I realized that the memories we made weren't always made in big moments. It's the little things you look back on and you go, man, that was dope. Like dabbing up your homies in between classes. I mean that real dab, that crisp sound that pierces through the hallways. And I know what y'all know what I mean. No words needed, but you knew it meant something. We were just some kids LARPing our ways through the most alive years of our life without even realizing it. because life has a way of being beautiful exactly when you're not trying to capture it. So remember the good times, but there is always more to live and experience. And as much as we would like to procrastinate about the upcoming future, dude, it's here. This is all we get. One life to live and achieve our dreams and change the world. If there's something you take away from the present, know this. Since it's all over so quickly, that's what makes it meaningful. And lastly, the importance of connection. Because at the end of the day, none of it means anything without the people you share it with. And I'm being honest, I wouldn't be the man I am today without the help of so many people in this room. To my teammates, y'all are the reason I show up every day. Y'all are my second family, and I love y'all. To my teachers and coaches, thank you for pushing me and holding me to a standard that caused me to grow. I couldn't do this without y'all. To my family, I'm grateful for all the sacrifices you've made for me. Y'all are the reason that I know what love looks like because I feel it every day. And to my brothers, y'all have taught me how to live a life worth living, a life full of direction, meaning, and purpose. And to this class, every single one of you, look where we are. We made it. And that says something about the relentlessness inside each one of us. So here it is. This is what I'll leave y'all with. Change anyway, even when it's terrifying. Be present, even when the moment feels ordinary. And the people in your life are never guaranteed, so hold them while you can. Show up, say the thing, make the call. Because one day, you'll sit back down and you'll read your life back to yourself like I did. And the only question that will matter is if you truly lived it. The goodbyes are getting harder now, and saying goodbye to our home, to our people, and to our old lives. So let's not say goodbye. Let's say see you later. Because we can always come home. But there's a world out there to go and create something meaningful in. Something great that won't exist without us. See you later, class of 2026.
Thank you, Marshall. Will you please stand to be recognized? Before conferring the degrees, I want to thank all of the members of the Plano Senior High School faculty and staff who are here this evening to celebrate our graduates, who have supported them along the way and are helping to assist with graduation. Esteemed faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Families, thank you for sharing these amazing scholars with us and for allowing us to be a part of their journey. We truly appreciate your partnership. Graduates, as you reflect on the years leading to this moment, please show appreciation to those who encouraged you and supported you every step of the way. Families and friends, please stand so you can be recognized. Well done. Thank you. Class of 2026. It's a great day to be a Wildcat. Seniors, you have shown what it means to be the tradition and ensured the Wildcat tradition of excellence continues. This senior class of 1,084 students earned over $7.8 million in scholarships and grants. Graduates, as I recognize you and your incredible accomplishments, please stand and remain standing until all graduates have been recognized. Will the 209 cum laude graduates with a grade point average of 3.6 to 3.9 please stand and remain standing? Will the 135 magna cum laude graduates with a grade point average of 4.0 to 4.2 please stand and remain standing? Will the 115 summa cum laude graduates with a grade point average of 4.3 or higher please stand and remain standing. Will the 27 graduates who earned College Board national recognition please stand and remain standing? Will the 11 National Merit finalists please stand and remain standing? Will the 25 graduates who received National Merit Letters of Commendation please stand and remain standing? If you are one of our top 10 students of the class of 2026, please stand and remain standing. If you advance to a regional, state, or national competition, please stand and remain standing. If you have chosen to enlist in the United States military, please stand and remain standing. If you are an active member or veteran of the military and are with us today, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. If you are an alumni of Plano Senior High School and you are joining us in the audience, please stand and be recognized. And as of today, 93% of this senior class earn one or more indicators to be designated as College, Career, and Military Ready, or CCMR. If you earn one or more indicators, please stand and remain standing. And if you are a member of the Plano Senior High School class of 2026, please stand. Let's give another round of applause for these amazing graduates. Thank you. You may be seated. Class of 2026, I am honored to serve as your principal and to celebrate with you and your families today. This year, we celebrated our 50th anniversary of Plano Senior High School. Our campus first welcomed students in 1975 and celebrated the first graduating class in 1976. As the 50th graduating class of Plano Senior High School, you, as a group and individually, represent 50 remarkable years of tradition, excellence, pride, and unwavering Wildcat spirit. As we embark on what we call our legacy to legendary renovation journey for the next several years, I want to remind you that memories and connections made throughout our campus will continue to live on through everyone who has graced our halls, and now through each one of you. You are the heart of our school, and I hope the love we all have for our Plano Senior High School will always remain with you. While you sit here tonight, I ask you to think of the significance of your accomplishment and remember the hard work it took for you to be here. We are so proud of you, and as you look towards your future and next steps, I hope these final thoughts will help guide you forward. Find opportunities to learn and grow in every challenge you encounter. Believe in your potential as much as we do. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to become the best version of who you can be. And finally, let all that you've learned at Plano Senior High School and in Plano ISD guide you as you make your mark in the world. You are the tradition, and now you join a legacy of the many Wildcat graduates who have come before you. And so, Superintendent Williams, Board of Trustees, ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Plano Senior High School, I am pleased to announce that the students seated before you have met all course requirements for high school graduation as prescribed by the Plano Independent School District Board of Education and the Texas Education Agency. I now declare each graduate worthy of the high school diploma from Plano Senior High School. Students will be assisted onto the stage by our associate principals, Dr. Corin Prince and Mr. Darian McKinney. Leading their graduates to the stage and assisting them from the stage will be Shanique Leonard, Gary Westbrook, Deb Ryan, and Jason Lewis. Dr. Prince and Mr. McKinney, would you please come forward to assist the graduates to the stage? Students seated on the stage, please exit the stage to your right and line up for your diplomas. At this time, I'd like to ask for the first and second rows of graduates to please rise and come forward to receive their diplomas.
Mohammed Osama Abdelrahman Abdelmajid. Pritham Abaraju. Nathan Cooper Abramite. Yuna Abdalmajid. Arlo Foster Adam. Amy Acevedo. William Michael Adams. Rowan Wayne Adams. Muzinat Igbelola Adedoyan. Christian Elias Adons Petit. Darius Arash Afruzi Diznab. Nazareth Miles Adorno. Kareem Neal Ahmad. Shivyat Agarwal. Aresh Akbar Ahmed.
Christian Aguilar.
Anya Ahmed. Ahmad Fawad Ahmadi. Mohammed Ibrahim Ahmed, Adam Ahmed, Irtaka Asan, Ayan Ahmed, Lisa Grace Ajayev, Narjis Adnan Aid, Shema Hussein Naji Aldali, Ravyar Muhammad Abid Al-Zabari, Faisal Salik Al-Sadoun, Yasmin Nimr Al-Hafi, Aaron Alegria, Jackson David Alder, Braylon Lewis Alexander, Yebsira G. Alamehu, Leonardo Alfaro, Hayden Wesley Alexander, Trinity Marie Alford, Christian Giovanni Alfaro Guzman, Mo Madner Fadi Al-Khataba, Gabriel William Allen, Nicholas James Allen, Phoebe Yum Allen, Laura Bolanos Almeida, Ruben Steve Almazan, Luke Robert Alshbach, Riker James Alsbrooks, Jose Vidal Alvarez, Adrian Alexander Alvarez, Haveen Bayar Amidi, Kanayochi Azubaika Mako, Amram Andamariam, Olivia Riet Anderson, Samuel Gunnar Anderson, Alex Germain Anderson, Summer Lynn Anderson, Sophie Isabella Andrews, Anthony Anise, Benjamin Stephen Todros Anise, Jekrishna Anna Perdi, Fatiha Anwar, Diego de los Santos, Clude Jacob Aquino, Christopher Jordan Mahin Parver, Berg Cody Arrington, Trinity Deje Marie Easter, Ryan Samuel Arthur, Siddharth Dixit, Muhammad Arafat Asaf, Alia Wademalade Azizit Grace Apapa, Brooklyn Crisette Atkinson, Zelon Gabriella Arms, Ian Ryan Autry, Emerson Grace Arthur, Wilmer Alexis Ayala Argueta. Audrey Bell Atchley. Lianka Natalie Baluyat Babera. Ian Andrew Austin. Aisha Baisha. Emily Marie Ayala. Sean Krishna Balamurigan. Alexander Joseph Ayers. Sophia Balderas. Callista Hope Bailey. Alicia Ali Bungish. Bosco Balandrano. Amaria Simone Barlow. Jordan Elizabeth Ball. Sella Martha Grace Barnes. Dima Imad Bana. Blake Arthur Barrett. Marcos Anthony Barrera. Basu Rohan Surya. Xavier Edward Barrett Garza. Elias Bazzi. Francisco Jose Bayona. Zachary West Beckman. Gianna Renee Beard. Caden Nicholas Bell. Caden James Bell. Matthew Alexander Bell. Justin Alexander Bell. Kevin Bello Moctezuma. Rowan James Bell. Jemiah Keisha Berry. Damani Jaden Nicholas Bennett. Drew Viral Baratia. Lee Michael Bernstein. Michaela Rose Bigelow. Addison Lynn Besser. Nora Byrafane. Agam Bular. Chandel Blancas Demetrio. Benjamin David Billingsley. Blakely Jackson Body. Rex James Birch. Sajajuaria Sufyan Anani. Sloan Cole Bodilly. Angel Eduardo Bolanos Gill. Nathan Austin Bolt. Aubrey Elise Bonkin. Ian Leonardo Bonilla. Kevin Antonio Bonilla. Samuel Scott Boris. Claudia Boshowski. Dustin Gregory Bostick.
Leilani Kamora Boyce.
Dylan Samuel Bowen. Caden Cordell Boyd. IU Lily Boyd.
Jacob Preston Barante Marks.
Mia Grace Boyle. Haley Lorraine Brandenburg, Simmer Markale Bradley, Braylon Devon Brewer, Mackenzie Elizabeth Brandt, Riley Hayden Bridges, Azaria Lynette Bridges, Mackenzie Joy Britton, Longton Brist, Jacarian Reynard Brooks, Berkeley and Brock, Bradley Alexander Brown, Jacqueline Rihanna Brooks, Michaela Cavery Rowena Brown, Jariah Rihanna Brown, Raheem Malik Brown, Mikhail Isaac Brown, Savannah Ray Bryant, Lucas Walker Brueggemann, Jack Iram Burley, Austin Danon Bryant,
Nevaeh DiMaggio
Maddox
Michelle
Robert
Renee
Bunch, Daquan Cornell Burks, Tamia Jakira Bird, Deshella Antoinette Burns, Alejandro Julio Calle, Killian Phineas Burnside, Joseph Robert Camacho, Delaney Louise Caffey, Natalie Nicole Campos, Christopher Daniel Calvillo, Patrick Carbajal Uscameda, Isaiah Josiah Campbell-Ivy, Piper May Carlisle,
Caleb Jarrett Kennedy,
Anna Grace Carroll, Jacob Bradley Carlson, Anthony Joe Castaneda, Connor Joseph Casciela, Isabella Anae Castillo, Andres Castellon, Noel Chandler Catalano, J.C. Castillo, Valeria Jeroen Centeno, Kevin Manuel Castro Vasquez, Flora Auralia Ceballos, Carson Ryan Colley, Megan Angelina Chala, Ariel Cervantes, Brooklyn Noel Chamberlain, Yasmin Chacon, Chinwei Chan, Sophia Elise Chalupka, Casey Haley Chang, Jackson Bryce Chambliss, Cadence Elizabeth Charland, Blaine Chandler, Irvin Alexis Chavez, Aaron Lyndon Sheppy, Annie Chen, Sean Chaudhary, Martin Chen, Shabarat Mona, Venus Xian Chang, Caroline Faith Chen, Krish Choksi, Alexis Aguilar, Alexi Young Chung, Harrison Jacob Chesley, Abigail Faith Sisk, Anya Chokshi, Alexis Lakia Kashela Clark, Julius Isaiah Chris, Jordan Michelle Clark, Hannah Grace Churchill, Haley Marie Kaufman, Christian Joseph Claiborne, Jack Stephen Coleman, Jaden Renee Clark,
Robert Jens Coppage.
Cooper Paul Clay, Elaine Louise Corno, Logan Connor Clayton, Jesus Ricardo Corzo, Elizabeth K. Coleman, Avery Christine Cousins, Kieran Levi Coleman, DeLuis Guadalupe Covarrubias Castaneda,
Marshall Dwayne Cone,
Leon Alexander Cox, Noah Mack Cook, Jade Alexis Creek, Ryan Christopher Copeland, Jillian Jennings Cunningham, Jayana Michaela Cordova, Jordan Christopher Curtis, Genesis Guadalupe Cortez, Alan Elaine Dejui Otero, Brighton Lee Cousins, Tony Dean Darb, Victoria Crespo, Cameron Mitchell Davis, Chance Keto Cully, Catherine Elizabeth Dakin, Kaylee Madison Curotolo, Jimmy DEA, Audrey Faye Daniels, Darby Rose Hauser DeJean, Archie Shmandas Gupta, Valeria Rosa Del Hierro, Caitlin Elizabeth Doherty, Ashlyn Brooke Denny, Preston Jamario Davis, Gianluca Paul De Benedetti, Evan Russell De Silva, Riken Min Do, Logan Anthony DeFino, Rohan Krishna Dodamain, Ava Gosami Del. Mia Celeste Dominguez. Frida Sofia Diaz Barriga. Kylon Elise Douglas. Gabriella Amanda Dillard. Jaden Draper. Nam Viet Doe. Sarah Grace Druckhammer. Caden James Dodd. Sophia Juliette Dumont. Noel Taylor Durr. Jacob Aiden Easter. Micah Shea Drake. Dor Elboim. Adriana Elizabeth Dressel. Aiden Benjamin Elrod. Koi Yerrick Aaron Duda. Emma Kate Urkel. Torin Benjamin E.A. Derek Aiden Espinoza. Diane Gabrielle Elmore. Aiden Duke Estrada. Nathaniel Scott Engel. Caroline P. Evans. Zachary James Urkel. Jordan Mackenzie Evans. Zoe Elizabeth Esco. Aaliyah Michelle Fadel. Vivian Esquivel. Manal Faraz. Kennedy Ryan Eubanks. Matilda Alyawais Malor Fazir. Jaden Amar Evans. Katie Jing Fang. Parker Sumali Evans. Asher Enrique Fernandez Vinas. Almira Faisal. Victor Manuel Flores Ayala. Olivia Marie Feist. Robert Tyler Ford. Catalina Fernandez. William C. Frazier Jr. Madeline Grace Fisher. Natalie Page Frizzell. Milagros Angeles Guadalupe Flores. Alexia Fuentes Navarez. Adam Alexander Ford. Laith Gadamsi. Tegan Renee Forrest. Yesenia Galarza. Gerald Richard Frederick. Cecilia Yaya Gant. Antonia Isabel Fuentes Martinez. Layla Jade Garcia. Benjamin Michael Foscardo. Maria Catarina Garcia Perez. Xavier Alexander Gajardo. Jesriel Crisnia Abria Garciano. Alisa Alegria Garcia. Blair McKinley Garrison, Marlene Garcia, Callie Cheyenne Gasky Dominguez, Cindy Dayrili Garcia Pineda, Grace Elizabeth Gager, Christopher James Gardner, Gabriela Lucia Giampolo, Jackson Sage Garrett, Tai Ton Young, Antonio Raimundo Garza, Camille Elise Gibson, Thomas Paul Gazda, Jaden Marie Jin, Brandon Reed Giancola, Zmarian Dorset Givens, Brianna Nicole K. Gibson, Luis Palomo Godinez, Jr., Nina Grace Gibson, Miles Porter Golombuski, Madison Brooke Giles, Grant Joseph Gonzalez, Yair Giancarlos Godinez, Luis Abraham Gonzalez, Marlon Yuslini Godoy Asensio, Sarah Gonzalez Guzman, Melanie Nicole Gomez, Brooklyn Rose Gorman, Liliana Sophie Gonzalez, Benjamin Ryan Grenay, Victoria del Valle Gonzalez Garcia, Mikaira Clarice Gray, Claudia Lisbeth Gonzalez Reyes, Elizabeth Maria Grandinetti, Caroline Grace Gordon, Jacob Neil Gregory, Carson Catherine Gottschalk, Caden Wayne Michael Grimes, Yoselin Galindez, Lindia Algendali, Francisco Grijalva Asensio, Emerson Gabriel Herrera de Paz, Sophia Renee Guerra, Esmeralda Elizabeth Guevara, Alexander Rafael Guerrero, Abigail Dorothy Gum, Cameron Ramond Ginyard, Jarell Gutter, Ashvin Gupta, Anderson Adiel Guzman Pais, Jesus Adrian Guzman Hernandez, Brooklyn Star Haas, Scarlett Presley Mary Hackett Beach, Oleksandr Shanovich Hackney, Matthew Cooper Hagen, Gage Ethan Hageman, Grant Christian Hagens, Jordan Simone Hales, Michael Chauhan, Finley Cora Brennan Hancock,
Lori Hanson.
Jayla Catherine Hannibal. Sammy Hanoun. Ford Clayton Hansard. Jake Joseph Hansard. Hunter Jacqueline Harper. Sonia Hawk. Sarah Luckman Hawes. Lillian Marie Hargrave. Iamide Idiogoliwa Hectorigay. Aiden Allen Harrell. Jackson Paul Hempel. Alex Con Harvell. Jamarion Wayne Henry. Mariah Caitlin Hatton. Anthony Joel Hernandez. Howley Michelle Hayden. Jose David Hernandez. Elise Virginia Hemby. Sophia Victoria Hernandez Maddie. Liberty Adele Hempel. Angel Santiago Hernandez Figueroa. Keegan Wyatt Hensley. Aiko Mori Higurashi. Madeline Diane Hernandez. Nash Allen Hiroman. Orlando Ulises Hernandez Solario. Jackson Bishop Hill. Juan Joel Hernandez. McKinley Rose Himmel. Eileen Herrera. Helzer Jocelyn Sienna. Madeline Lee Hewitt. Graham Jacob Holland. Adelie May Hill. Janie Troya Holton. Montrice Rashad Hill. Ava Hopkins. Connor Kiyoshi Harasaki. Ashaya Shanice Howard. Daniel Judson Holder. Rebecca Huang. Alasia Renee Hawley. Kia Elizabeth Hudnall. Matthew Allen Scott Honeycutt. Roxanne Joyce Hunter. Hosseini Arteen. Catherine May Hutchison. Haley Renee Hoogland. Robert Zachary Hutton. Peyton Lewis Howell. Maisha Islamuddin. Hayden Michael Reed Hudnall. Jari L. Jackson. Rachel Harthunter. Christopher Charles Woodruff Jackson. Briseis Lynn Hutchins. Ellie Grace Jager. Isabel Kate Hutton. William Joseph Jarecki. Isaac Taik Hoi Huyn, Ashlyn Betsy Johnson, Divyana Iyer, Jaden Dalem Johnson, Neela Serene Jackson, Kellen Matthew Johnson, Aliet Tosca Jacobus, Robert Michael Johnson, Ahmad Jagama, Ariana Nicole Jones, Kelsey Renee Jarrett, Isabella Sinclair Jones, Caleb Stephen Jenkins, Zuriel Eduardo Juarez, DeKalen Joseph Johnson, Carolina Natida Kaiboni, Jeremiah Lee Johnson, Conrad Luke Carlin, Kamani Deshawn Johnson, Chloe Elizabeth Eileen Kearns, Elena Faith Jones, Addison Mackenzie Kenneth, Grace Elizabeth Jones,
Etnia Khalid,
Layla Miyuki Jones, Adam Arif Katib, Sumant Janadula, Lily Mae Kincaid, Ion Arsham Katter, Lacey Rain Kin, Ridhesh Veral Kapadia, Jackson Rutledge Cohen, Arnav Reddy Carey, Justin Ray Kohler, Ara Kennedy Kendall, Ethan Samuel Condrat, Niall Man Kedavarapu, Nathan Andrew Kraus, Zakia Rashida Khan, Victoria Noel Kuffel, Rania Kurum, Akshath Kumar, Connor Archer King, Rachel Kirkendall, Bella Elizabeth Kirk, Cameron Marie Lepore, Hayden Christian Coers, Angeli Tholi Lara Zelaya, Sean Howen Koch, Tristan Ty Lawson, Jacobo Ismail Kalinsky, Khan Milay, Prusea Violet Kongs, Samuel Fook Liu, Ethan David Christ, Lydia Marin Lashemina, Yen Ching Kook, Ethan David Lee, Zidon Esson Kuthub, Marissa Lee, Annabelle Claire Ladishu, Ashley Elizabeth Lenore, Corinne Elizabeth Lake, Jason Leung, Braden Lee Lawson, Luke Wyatt Lewis, Nedim Lazimovic, Henry James Lees, Phuc Wang Lee, Tessa Lobu, Lawson Lee LeBlanc, Marshall Raymond Loomis, Eve Gemma Leclerc, Anderson Lopez, Kevin Andrew Leslie, Nicholas Lopez, Haley Ria Level, Brian Bosbelli Lopez Vesquez, Abigail Elaine Lilly, Lorelei Ruth Laux, Joel Christopher Linebarger, Adam Luce, Davia Wong Liu, Cruz Fabian Lucio, Selvin Lopez Perez, Catherine Genesis Luis, Laura Michelle Lott, Diane Elizabeth Luna, Shayna Rochelle Lucas, Madeline Grace Lundy, Jesse Luciano Swastigwai, Justin Brushant Lynch, Landrix Lamont Luckett, David Edward Macias, Sylvie Keuchel Lucaba, Avery J. Majors, Hugo Alexander Luna, Zara Mahdi Akaban, Ryan McLaughlin, Sashankin Mahaswaraj, Mahajabin Mahabub, Nicholas Rain Mayu, Anthony Mark Marr, Gabrielle Lee Malone, Satya Hazaini Malidi, Samaya Valentina Manuel, Miguel Manriquez, Emily Rebecca Maradiaga Chinchilla, Brenna Madison Horan Marler, Miles Gray Marcel, Halton Timothy Marshall, Julia Grace Marquises, Ezra Scott Martin, Caden Ridd Martin, Alan Rex Martinez, Christian Martinez, Martha Paula Martinez, Jeremiah Nathan Martinez, Layan Gaith Masood, Chantel Mufaro Masamara, Brenna Nicole Massey, Youssef Gaith Masood, Bailey May Mayoski, Gavin Massey, Nicholas Joangel Maxwell, Kien Brennan Matson. Fernando Arturo Mayo Chavez. Jude Starr Malsby. Coda Braun McCardle. Isabel Danae McAllister. William Connor McLean. Ladarian Dontrell McCarthy. Yaniza Marie McCranley. London Sky McCormick. Noah James McIntosh. Colin Henry McGill. Gannon Lachlan McRell. Phoenix Richard McGrew. Madeline Gloria Meacham. Ella Sky McWillie. Vincent Michael Medina. Layla Joan Menchaca. Alexia Mendoza. Camila Alejandra Mendoza Sanchez. Pedro Giovanni Mercado Ramirez. Ahad Rafiq Merchant. Christian James Melchiore. King Meisenheimer. Piper Raylan Meyer. August Andrew Michaels. Prince Renee Leslie Meisenheimer. Christopher Joseph Miller. Riley Rose Miles. Kennedy Celicia Miller. Jonathan Andrew Miller. Owen Warren Miller. Lucas James Miller. Rahul Murlay. Michael Alexander Miramontes. Zina Muhammad. Elliot Matthew Taylor Mock. Mackenzie Brooke Mormon. Shreya Ram Mohan. Adrielle Jaden Montoya. Joshua Blake Mokri. Catherine Joy Moore. Evangeline Wilyili Montoya Ramirez. Shaya Yvette Moore. Samuel James Moore. Sarai Mura. Shania Jeanette Moore. Gregory Joseph Morales. Aidan James Morton. Madison Quinn Mossbarger. Yael Anna Mashka. Jean Yuan Mo. Hayden Bruce Mowry. Presley Jane Munoz. Zachary Arya Mukundan. Layla Annette Munson Silbas. Daniel Alejandro Munoz Figueroa. Sam Wiley Myers. Heidi Sky Myers. Samuel Andrew Naik. Miriam Nadim. Bahara Nazari, Dylan Christopher Nail, Charvi Mahesh Nilagowda, Anishi Tyrese Ndebele, Bryson Paul Neville, Adrian Negretti, Hawking Graham Newcomer, Sloan Isabel Newberg, Veronica N. Newsom, Isabella Juliet Newsom, Antien Gwyn, Akana B. Tiagbodo Ngin A, Audrey Louise Ladybug Ngwyn Loeb, Jolie Nok Tien Gwyn, Jacoby Amarian Nichols, Christopher Matthew Nieto, Aaron Abraham Nino, Mari Nishizaki, Brianna Nicole Noyle, Yasemin Nourazaid, Erica Lelena Northrup, Miranda Abigail Nunez, Ashton Andrew Novak, Kyle Stephen O'Brien, William Vance Nurmi, Caitlin Rose O'Reilly, Caden Lewis O'Connor, Daniela Iván Ojeda, Santiago Olmedo,
Brandon Francisco Olivares,
Taryn Wilson Omar, Daniel Alyawadabi Alusala, Rigoberto Anacleto Orellana, John Joseph Ontieri, Maria del Rocio Orozco Vazquez, John Patrick Ormiston, Rebecca Grace Owen, Christopher Daniel Ovichigan, Lexi Jamie Payton, Larry Santiago Padilla Torres, Sydney Shannon Padilla, Ajala Shamaya Pace, Caitlin Yejin Pack, Delilah Jolie Padilla, Sujay Kumar Palana Hartley, Madeline Palacio Suriostegi, Gracie Leanne Parker, Mima Moses Pillay, Romwell Dion Pearson, Vivian Pang, Ezra Sol Perales, Riley Seth Parvin, Devani Kendall Perez, Liam Mitchell Painter, Mackenzie Andrea Pilcher, Patrick David Peoples, Tyler Grayson Pipkin, Elizabeth and Purdue, Gregory Dwayne Pitts, Dennis Christopher Perry, Tiana Renee Pitzinger, Camden Amari Phillips, Nicholas Emil Polanen, Carson Lee Pike, Peyton Lynn Poole, Nicholas James Pillins, Lindsay Grace Potteray, Riley Claire Pittman, Miguel Alejandro Prado Hoya, Taylor Reese Pitts, Zechariah Ising Prince, Trevor Kendall Plant, Russell Evan Prophet, Alyssa N. Poole, Lainey Elise Priswara, Dawson Gary Nolan Porter, Isabella Pulido, Alyssa Jeanette Powers, Corey Jerome Putney Jr., Abigail Janine Presley, Kelsey Otelia Quinn, Zoe Lee Price, Amra Ramick, Brandon Dion Proby, Angie Denise Ramirez, Kate Bailey Pruitt, Yamil Orlando Ramirez, Vincent Antonio Pulejo,
Lucia Zaminia Ramirez Zavala.
Siri Pulukaru, Price Richard Rankin, Sarah Angeline Cortero, Moaz Ibn Rashid, Dominic Adrian Quintanilla, Jackson Lynn Ray, Alan Armando Ramirez, Annabelle Rose Regner, Jimena Ruby Ramirez, Cruz Santiago Reyes, Hyaro Iram Ramirez Marcial, Javion Lee Richardson, Samantha Marie Ramos, Jackson Wade Riley, Navin Rao, Ashley Marie Ray, Madison Page Riley, Lorimar Rayo Galindez, Angel Gustavo Rios, Isaiah James Regueta, Alexandra Karis Rippin, Mia Catherine Reichenau, Adrian Flores Rivera, Joshua Michael Reynoso, Felix Rivera, McKenna Olivia Riley, Jordan Lucille Robinson, Reese Seeley Rapal, Morgan Reese Robinson, Addison Lily Ritter, Zoe Rodriguez, Kela Ariana Rivera, Daniel Alexander Rodriguez Del Cid, Kate Alexis Robertson, Taylor Elaine Rogers, Lane Elizabeth Robinson, James Gavin Rocha, Cynthia Alexa Rojas, Emma Michelle Rogers, Emily Fernanda Rojas Campos, Alec John Rolliter, Asher Romero, Joshua Felix Rojas, Azucena Romero Hoyos, Jacqueline Romero, Emma Ross, Melissa Roque Santana, Neil Roy,
Carson Andrew Rossnet,
Marcelo Alonso Ruiz, Kira Jelia Ruiz, Chloe Danica Russell, Spencer Michael Rummel, Daniel Alberto Sainz, Shaylin Marie Ryan, Gerardo Salas Jr., Jose Marcelo Salas, Jen Nat C. Salim, Nelson Salazar, Franny Del Valle Sampaio Hernandez, Christian Guadalupe Salinas, Sergio Javier Sanchez, Matthew Joseph Salter, Layla Jeanette Sandfort, Alyawashayan Mary Samuel, Carlos Aguiar Santos, Olivia Faith Sanchez, Nathaniel Renee Santos, Maurice Caden Sanders, Cade Wilson Saylor, Liberty Noel Sandoval, Savannah Lorene Shellhorn, Andrew Gale Santos Santos, Holden David Schmidt, Melanie Scarlett Santos, Luke Kento Scott, Shailesh Sathish, Destiny Ivy Seward, Gabriel Allen Schaefer, Audrey Serena Sermon, Ethan Michael Schoolier,
Yessi Natalia Serrano Sanchez,
Xavier Hahn Schriefer, Matthew Roderick Schaefer, Tyreek Charles Scott, Manahil Shaquille, Logan Park Selby, Ella Abigail Sharoni, Angel Serrano Gonzalez. Locke Todd Shearer. Mia Tali Shabanov. Omer Shelley. Ria Samir Shah. Quinn Michael Shilliday. Camille Michelle Shapiro. Jonathan David Shivers. Navaya Rache Shaver. Stephen Aaron Schock. Ashton Wilder Sheehan. Alan Gabriel Silverio. Tal Schemmer. Hudson Aubrey Simons. Ashwini Umesh Shersaker. John Clarence Sermon. ZV Sam Schneiderman. John Martin Skurhawk. Ryan Schroff. Blaze Ronan Smith. Kira Jasny Sidlowski. Chloe Ann Smith. Marley Ray Simmer. Jace Alexander Smith. Savraj Singh. Kaylee Iana Smith. Makund Sivaram. Kenneth Craig Smith. Aidan Brady Smith. Mingyu James Smith. Carson Addison Lee Smith. Sherman Joseph Smith. Emily K. Smith.
Maceo Allen Sol Cruz.
Kaylin Claire Smith. Isabella My Son. Cade Preston Smith. Molly Truitt Sorrells. Liliana Michelle Smith. Rodrigo Alejandro Soto. Revan Ryder Smith. Ava Brooke Starr. Arvind Singh Sadi. Andres Luis Stidman. Sean Solis. Kayla N. Stovall. Rick Song. DeQuinton Terrell Stringer. Catherine Giselle Sotelo. Juan Manuel Suarez Cabrera. Alexandra Tatiana Stafford. Santiago Jose Suarez Villanueva. Kaya Rion Steiner. Hiran Feruz Suror. Mason Kastrak. Jonas Tapia. McKenna Avery Stuhler. Corinne Juliet Taylor. Jiatson Sun. Dagmoe Sebsabi Tudros. August Marie Sutton. Ashley Brooke Thomas. Sumir Francesca Tanaka. Rihanna Jarayan Thomas, Ariana Alice Taylor, Mackenzie Grace Thompson, Matthew Earl Taylor, Presley Rain Tidwell, Nahum Tulda Tesfashion, Joshua Herbert Titus, Maya Shea Lux Cosby, Samuel Antonio Toledo, Cole Westmoreland Thomas, Gabriela Torres, Jefferson Ezekiel Martinez, Isabella Aicha Toth, Kayla Marie Thompson, Koi Hong Tran, Smith James Tilger, Emma Geisel Trejo, Jaden Michael Tobin, Jonathan Uriel Treviso, Terry Walter Tomlinson, William Richard Thomas Tucker, Itzel Trejo Amador, Kennedy Elise Tyler, Sarah Ellen Tucker, Akshar Bharat Vidaria, Gavin Andrew Twiss, Anthony Verona, Isa Azizu Khani, Alexis Vasquez Morales, Gia Burat Vidaria,
Cesar Javier Velasco.
Jeshua Arnulfo Dismas Vasquez, John Carlo Velasquez, Jaspriel Charlize Veal, Natalia Verduzco, Alexis Juliana Velasquez, Charles William Veith, Kylie Rain Ventura, Edgar Santiago Villanueva, Jasjeet Singh Vij, Nurain Salim Barani, Diego Alexander Villanueva Reyes, Andrew Cooper Vrana, Shreya Vishwanathan, Emily Yen Vong, Nong Tri Vu, Madison Riley Wagstaff-Waller, Titus Asana Katuma Wadimba, Caleb Jeffrey Walker, Abby Grace Walker, Harris Luron Walker, Melody Francis Walker, Sophia Grace Wallace, Raven Trishelle Walker Jones, Alvin Yen Wang, Jia Yang Wang, Brennan Todd Warner,
Zun Wang,
Connor Chaz Washington, Ajada Dariel Washington. Giselle Edelweiss Andromeda Watrous. JC Lynn Watson. Lucas James Watson. Madison Lachelle Watson. Sir Thomas Watson. Samuel Asher Watts. Braden James Wowson. Asia Lee Webb. Sanaya Arlethea Webb. Noah Gregory Weems. Callan Bly Wheeler. Layla Mackenzie West. Peyton Widger. Chase Alexander Westfall. Andrew Cavan Wilkes. Lillian Collo White. Braden Joseph Williams. Jonathan Matthew Wilcox. Josida Carla Williams. Bailey Anila Williams. Jared Cruz Williams. Cassidy James Williams. Corey Williams. Jaden Christopher Lee Williams. Leandria Valley Rose Wilson. Jalen Donovan Dennis Williams. Wesley Jackson Wing. Parker Wayne Williams. Mackenzie and Winstead. Kira Lee Wilshire. Christopher June Sick Wan. Lester Lee Wilson. Ruben Alfonso Wong. James Connor Winkenhofer. Andy Xiaodong Wu. Travis Christian Wolf. Yejing Yang. Tyler Wong. Julie Yi. Catherine Elizabeth Woods. Tiara Marie Young. Alyssa June Wurs. Esther Y. Yoon. Shuk Run Juma Yard. Alexandra Marie Zekman. Ebenezer Gubriyes Yilma. Axel Daniel Zelaya Rodriguez. Olivia Grace Young. Jason Zhang. Jiai Yuan. Mini Zhen. Adrian Zancevich. Jacob Zmirzak. Farah Suhaila Zain. Jaden Nicole Mecker. Naomi Justice Love Zier. Yensi Darila Mishia Lara. Zen Kaylee Jiai. Carmi Sion Santana Serda. Zainab Zia. America Diana Otubogil. James Lindan Noel McGilvery, Marisa Gabriela Yac Mazariegos, Valeria Jamina Zarin,
Lindsay Zhao.
Great job, everyone. It is indeed a great day to be a Wildcat. Congratulations, graduates. Now, one last time together, it's a great day to be a Wildcat. We will now designate our graduate status by the symbolic moving of your tassels. Graduates, please move your tassels now. Next, we will have Plano Senior High School choir members Noelle Durr, Mia Rickenow, and Emma Rogers lead the senior class in singing the alma mater, followed by the traditional cap toss immediately after. After you collect your cap and tassel, we ask that you quickly move towards your back right exit and find your family. We will now sing the Plano Senior High School alma mater. Please stand. Thank you and have a great Wildcat evening.
Thank you for helping us celebrate our graduates by being here today. Graduates, please follow staff guidance in exiting the stadium. Spectators, please allow top rows to exit first as you leave the facility. Graduates will exit and meet you outside on the South Plaza of the Ford Center. Thank you again for being here, and best wishes to our graduates in all their future endeavors.